Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV, where we talk about football and football related stories. Okay guys, this if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV if you're new, and also like the video. And then if you're watching the video on Facebook, follow the channel Blue Point TV, like and share the video. Yeah, it's really important. Right guys, let's talk transfer, let's talk about Chelsea. We also talk about Manchester City, we also talk about Tottenham, and then we also talk about Arsenal. Right, guys, let's start with Chelsea here. Let's talk about Cucurella. Now it seems the player could be leaving Chelsea. Let's talk that Manchester United are kind of interested in the player. Now, a report from Fabrizio Romano on this one, where he said Manchester United and Chelsea spoke on Saturday about Cucurella loan deal, as revealed yesterday. I understand Chelsea are open to letting Cucurella leave on loan, but only at their condition, loan fee, salary coverage up to United, as they have three options for a new left back. Now, there are other players that they are looking as well if they can't get the Cucurella deal done. Now, for me, do I want the player to leave as a Chelsea fan? Last season wasn't good for the player, and as well, last season wasn't good for Chelsea as a club, as a team. The other players as well did not really perform well. Now, we shouldn't forget how good this player was for Brighton. Before Chelsea got him, he was very good that season. I think he was their best player, in fact, that season. So you never know. This season could be good now that the atmosphere, the environment for Chelsea is good with a new coach. Or maybe they want to let him go if United really want him, because Ben Chua is there and then Ian Maxim can also play as a left back. Possibly that's the reason why they are kind of, welcoming the idea of letting him go. So what's your thought? What's your opinion on that one? Okay guys, let's talk about Romelu Lukaku. Now it seems the player could be leaving Chelsea. It seems there's an agreement already between Chelsea and AS Roma for Romelu Lukaku. Update on this one. He said AS Roma are discussing final details of Romelu Lukaku loan deal. Then it will be done. Sources close to negotiation describe it as very close, waiting to get it sealed in next hours. And then he went further to talk about the same deal here. He said Romelu Lukaku said to land in Rome on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Italy time. AS Roma owner Dean Franklin will drive the private flight personally. Franklin work on the deal was crucial to agree terms with Chelsea owners, key factor showing AS Roma ambition. Now, it shows that they really want the player. Now, there's a report saying Jose Mourinho also called Lukaku to tell him how much he wants him. Now, for me, I'm just happy that he's leaving. Let him just leave. So, yeah, it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't really. Of course, the club wants to sell him, but it seems it to be difficult, to sell based on how much money that they want for the player. So yeah, but still, they just want him to leave. He himself doesn't want to go to Saudi. That's another side that we are interested in him, but he doesn't want to go to Saudi. So maybe he's going to AS Roma because of Jose Mourinho. So yeah, your thought and your opinion on that one. Okay, guys, let's talk about Manchester City. Now, Manchester City are interested in Nunes, the Wolves midfielder. Now, there's a report on this one from Fabrizio Romano. So he said Matheus Nunes already agreed personal terms with Manchester City last Friday, and he doesn't change his stance. He wants to join City. Negotiation between the two clubs continue after bid in excess of 60 million. Now, he went further to talk about the same deal here again. He said, exclusive Manchester City submitted new bid for Matheus Nunes, package around 60 million euro with add-ons, and club confident to get it done. Personal terms agreed days ago. City optimistic, opening 50 million plus 5 million add-ons bid was rejected. Nunes remains City top target. Now, for me, if they get this player, I feel it's a serious signing, because the player is a good player. For me, it's more like Kevin De Bruyne kind of player. because he's that kind of midfielder that likes to drive with the ball. In terms of vision, in terms of that final pass to the striker, I'm not too sure if the player have that. Kevin De Bruyne have that kind of pass, but I'm not too sure if this player have it. But in terms of driving with the ball, he's very, very good at that. So yeah, he's a top player. If they will sign him, it will be good for Manchester City. So your thoughts and your opinion on that one. All right, guys, let's talk about Tottenham. It seems Tottenham interested in getting the Nottingham Forest winger, Brendan Johnson. There's a report on this one from Fabrizio Romano where he said Tottenham prepared to approach Nottingham Forest for Brendan Johnson this week. Ange Postecoglou has already approved this potential move. Not easily as Forest already rejected big proposal, but interest in Brendan is growing now. Now, yeah, the report said they already rejected bid from Brentford. Brentford wanted the player, but Nottingham Forest rejected their bid. Maybe they want around 50 plus million for the player. And then, yeah, the report saying that Tottenham will submit their bid. So we'll see how much they will submit if they really want to get a player. So your thought or your opinion on that one? Do you think if he goes to Tottenham, how good do you think he will be? Because I feel like Tottenham this season, in the 3 games they have played, I feel like they are very good. So yeah, let's see if Tottenham will get the player. So your thought and your opinion on this one. Right, guys, let's talk about Arsenal. Yeah. Talk about Rob Holding. Now there's a report that the player could leave. Now most of the Arsenal fans wants the player to leave because they feel like he hasn't been good since he has been in the club, and he has been in the club for a long time. And a report from Fabrizio Romano on this one. He said Rob Holding still expected to leave Arsenal in the final days of the transfer window. There are discussions now ongoing to make it happen. Understand there are also Spanish clubs asking for condition of holding deal. Now it could be possible that the player could leave the Premier League, to go play his football, elsewhere. The report saying that Spanish clubs are kind of interested for the player. Now there's no club, that they said there that there's no particular club that they said the player would go, but there are clubs interested for the player. So your thought and your opinion on that one. If you're Arsenal fan, you think it would be good for the player to leave? Because I'm aware that most of the Arsenal fans want the player to leave. So your thought and your opinion on that one. Okay, guys, let's talk about Wilfred Ndidi. Now it seems Ndidi could be leaving Leicester City. We'll talk about Wilfred Ndidi here. Now, a report from Fabrizio Romano on Wilfred Ndidi. He said exclusive Nottingham Forest are set to bid for Wilfred Ndidi. Proposal expected to be submitted soon for Nigerian defensive midfielder as he is top target. Understand personal terms have been agreed and negotiation will now start between clubs. Forest will push to make it happen. Now for me, Wilfred Ndidi going to Nottingham Forest, he wants to come back to the Premier League. We shouldn't forget Leicester City already are in the Championship, so he wants to come back to the Premier League. Now for Wilfred Ndidi, as at 3 seasons ago, most people they believe that this guy is one of the best defensive midfielder in the league. As at 2-3 seasons ago, we don't forget Wilfred Ndidi was good at the time. I don't know if it's because of his injury or what, but he has really dropped in terms of his form, in terms of yes, we also know say Leicester City themselves last season was bad for the club. Of course, they got relegated, but Wilfred Ndidi, him going to Nottingham Forest, we don't forget say, like I said before, 2-3 seasons ago, people they believe say the top 6, top 7 club in the Premier League will be interested or could get the player. But him now to go to Nottingham Forest, no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, I feel them be also a big team. No more focus, they don't win Champions League before. But for Wilfred Ndidi to go to Nottingham Forest and none of the top clubs is coming for him, what is it telling us about the player? So like I said before, I don't know if it's because of his injury problem last season, but still it would be good for him to come to the Premier League, and then so we can be watching him week in, week out. So your thoughts or your opinion on Wilfred Ndidi, eventually maybe, signing for Nottingham Forest. What's your thought? What's your opinion on that one? Thank you guys for watching, and please guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Bluepoint TV if you're new, and also follow the channel on Facebook Bluepoint TV, like and share the video. It's really important. Thank you guys for watching while I see you again. God bless. Stay safe. Bye.